Imagine humans vanish tonight. No warning, no final message. Just empty cities, silent highways, and one extremely confused group of house cats. After 10,000 years, most roofs have collapsed. After 1,000,000 years, erosion has chewed through our cities. After 100 million years, the ocean floor beneath many of them has been dragged back into Earth and melted. So here is the uncomfortable question. If another civilization lived on Earth millions of years before us, would we actually know? These are 8 scientific ideas that make the question surprisingly difficult. They are not proof that an ancient industrial civilization existed.
But by the end, you may never look at an ordinary layer of rock the same way again. Number 8. Earth deletes its own hard drive. Earth is not a museum, it is a recycling machine. Wind grinds mountains down, rivers move sediment, continents collide, fold, crack, and rebuild. Ocean crust eventually sinks beneath other tectonic plates and returns to the mantle. The oldest surviving ocean floor is only around 170 million years old. That sounds ancient until you remember complex life has existed on land for roughly 400 million years.
If a coastal civilization lived on ocean crust older than that, its neighborhood may not be buried. It may have been cooked and recycled. Number 7. Fossils are lottery winners. We often imagine the fossil record as Earth's security camera. It is closer to a box containing 3 random screenshots from a film. Most organisms decay, scatter, dissolve, or get eaten. Soft bodies are especially unlikely to survive. Buildings have the same problem. Steel rusts, concrete cracks, glass breaks into smaller pieces. Even a giant city is tiny compared with a continent.
Scientists behind the Silurian Hypothesis estimated that beyond a few million years, finding direct objects from an earlier industrial society would be extremely unlikely. In other words, we found no skyscraper is not the same as nothing intelligent ever built one. But it is also not evidence that somebody did. Number 6. Our oldest neighborhoods may be underwater. Humans love coastlines. They offer food, transport, trade, and excellent property prices until somebody calls the place up and coming. During the last ice age, sea level was far lower. As the ice melted between roughly 15,000 and 8,000 years ago, vast coastal landscapes disappeared beneath the ocean. NOAA researchers now search drowned river valleys, caves, and ancient shorelines for traces of early human life. This does not reveal a lost super civilization. It reveals something more important. Even recent chapters of our own story are sitting where traditional archaeologists could not easily look. Number 5. The Silurian Hypothesis. In 2018, NASA climate scientist Gavin Schmidt and astrophysicist Adam Frank asked a serious thought experiment. Could we detect an industrial civilization in Earth's deep past? The name comes from fictional reptiles in Doctor Who, not from the actual Silurian period. Their paper did not claim that ancient lizard engineers existed.
It asked what fingerprints industry would leave after the machines disappeared. The answer was not roads or phones. It was chemistry. An industrial civilization might rapidly release carbon, warm the climate, alter the nitrogen cycle, trigger extinctions, spread unusual metals, and leave long-lasting synthetic compounds in sediment. The city disappears. The planet remembers the bill. Quick pause. If you enjoy mysteries where science is stranger than fiction, like, share, and subscribe to Kliqora. It tells YouTube that humans still control at least one algorithm. Number 4. Earth has produced suspicious-looking fingerprints before.
Around 56 million years ago, during the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum, global temperatures rose sharply and a huge amount of carbon entered the atmosphere and oceans. To a future geologist, parts of that signal could resemble the fingerprint our civilization is creating now. But here's the twist. Resemblance is not evidence of industry. Volcanoes, methane, and other natural processes can create similar chemical changes. The Silurian paper specifically warns against declaring civilization just because a geological mystery lacks an easy explanation. So this clue cuts both ways. Industry can look natural after enough time, and nature can look suspiciously industrial. Number 3. The Oklo reactor that fooled the imagination.
In Gabon, scientists discovered that uranium deposits had sustained natural nuclear reactions about 2 billion years ago. Water moved through uranium-rich rock and helped the reactions start and stop, almost like a primitive reactor system. No engineers were required. Geology built it. Oklo is not evidence of a forgotten civilization. It is a warning about our assumptions. When nature produces something that looks engineered, the most exciting explanation is not automatically the correct one. Number 2. Intelligence may not leave a human-shaped trail. Suppose another species became highly intelligent, but never built a global industrial system.
Perhaps it used biodegradable materials, remained small in number, lived mainly near coasts, or disappeared before mining on a massive scale. Its footprint might be nearly invisible. We have no fossil evidence of dinosaur cities, tool-making squid empires, or beetles with a CAX department. And intelligence alone does not guarantee technology. Dolphins are intelligent, yet lacking hands makes opening a jar unnecessarily traumatic. Still, our search is biased toward things humans would build. An unfamiliar civilization might leave evidence we have not learned to recognize. Number 1. Our clearest monument may be a dirty layer. Imagine geologists visiting Earth 100 million years from now. They probably will not uncover New York intact. They may find a thin boundary in rock, a rapid carbon change, disturbed nitrogen, extinction patterns, strange metal concentrations, plastic-derived chemicals, and an explosion of chicken bones. Yes, chickens may outlast our monuments. Humanity's grand archaeological signature could be a mysterious layer suggesting that one species suddenly manufactured billions of identical birds. That is the real lesson of the Silurian hypothesis. It does not say an earlier civilization existed. No accepted evidence currently demonstrates one. It says absence becomes harder to prove as time grows deeper.
A civilization can transform a planet, disappear, and leave behind clues so compressed that they resemble a natural disaster. So, are we Earth's first civilization? Based on everything discovered so far, we probably are. But Earth has preserved only fragments of its past, and most of the book has been shredded, melted, buried, or dropped into the ocean. The frightening mystery is not that scientists found an ancient city. It is that after enough time, even our own might become almost impossible to find.